the state of Texas versus Jesus Tijerina Castillo. So folks, we are using an interpreter, and we have Ms. Arlene Abrams with us as our interpreter. So I'm going to remind you all to please be mindful of the fact that she is interpreting as we speak. So please slow your cadence down. It's your record should you need it. And unless you allow her proper time to interpret, you may not get as good a record as you could if you slowed it down for her. So the first thing we're going to do before I take announcements is swear our interpreter in. Arlene, welcome. Let's swear you in. Please raise your right hand. Arlene, do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will make a true translation of the statements of the court, the questions of counsel, and the testimony to be given by any and all witnesses before the court to the best of your skill and judgment? You may put your hand down, Ms. Abrams. Thank you very much. Now I will take announcements from the attorneys.
Jordan Sins for the state of Texas.
Sabrina Reguin for Jesus Tijerina Castillo.
And Mr. Castillo, have you consented to us going forward with this proceeding via video conference, also known as the Zoom app?
Sí.
Now, Ms. Reguin filed a pretrial application for writ of habeas corpus seeking an amendment of bond conditions. She filed it October the 8th. It was accepted by the clerk on October the 9th, and today we will hear her motion. She will go first, and then I will hear from the state. After I hear from everyone, then the court will decide if any action is appropriate on this motion. With that, Ms. Reguin, the court will hear you.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, defense is asking the court to amend the current bond conditions from a no contact order to a no harmful or injurious contact order between Mr. Tijerina Castillo and Jacqueline Delgado. And defense would like to call Miss Jacqueline Delgado, and she is in the waiting room, I believe.
Okay, can we, someone assist the witness into joining us, please? Ms. Delgado, you've been called as a witness. Welcome to County Court 13. I'm Judge Rosie Spielin Gonzalez. You'll be asked questions by Mr. Castillo's attorney, Ms. Reguin, and then you're going to probably, maybe not, but you may be asked questions by the state attorney, Mr. Sims. The court is directing you to answer the questions asked, and that's it. That's all you need to do. So I need to swear you in, Ms. Delgado. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury should you lie to the court, Ms. Delgado?
Yes, ma'am.
You may put your hand down. Ms. Reguin, the witness is yours. I'm really interested in knowing the relationship status. Are they married or not? And do they have kids or not?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Delgado, if you could just briefly introduce yourself to the court.
Okay, my name is Jacqueline Delgado.
And how do you know Mr. Tijerina Castillo?
We've been together going on 4 years now. And he is my son's dad.
I'm sorry, Judge, I had connection issues. Let me ask again, Ms. Delgado, how do you know Mr. Tijerina Castillo?
She said they've been together for 4 years and they have a son together. I don't know how old the son is. I don't know, but that's as far as she got.
Okay, thank you, Judge. I'm sorry, now my connection's in and out. So how many kids do you have together?
Oh, we have
and
two.
And what are their ages?
We have two. One is 4 years old, and then the baby is 2.
Okay, and are you married?
We're like my fiance. We were supposed to get married the beginning of this year coming up. We just haven't set a date yet.
Okay, were you going to plan a wedding, or was it going to be something informal, or not informal, something quick at the courthouse?
No, it was just gonna be at the courthouse, just my parents and his parents.
I know you have 2 kids together. Does Mr. Tijerina Castillo provide for the children and for yourself?
Yes, so right now he's not here in in my home, but it's me, him, our two kids, and then my brother who is disabled, who he provides for.
Okay. And you said your disabled brother is also living with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and why is he living with you?
Because, well, he's never lived with my dad. He's always lived with my mom, but her father passed. And then a few months afterwards, her brother passed. So she wasn't able to financially and mentally be there for him. So since me and Jesus were able to, give him attention, we decided to let my mom know if she wanted us to help him with him, and he's been here ever since.
Okay. And I know you said that Mr. Tijerina Castillo helps you financially and helps the kids financially. Does he help you in physically taking care of the children and your brother?
Yes, so right now I don't have my kids with me. They are with him and my mom, because I had surgery on the 11th of this month, and then that was a Friday, and then I had a surgery again on Monday. So I'm not able to, the baby wants to be carried and I can't pick him up. The only one I see would be the 4-year-old because the bus drops him off here, and then my mom will come like around 5 or 6 and then take him.
Okay, so right now your kids have been living with Mr. Tijerina Castillo at your mom's house because you're
Yes.
not physically able to care for them?
No, I can't. I can't walk for a long period of time, so it was just best for them to be able to watch them.
Okay,
Just until I'm able to get back whatever my doctor says tomorrow.
okay.
So Ms. Arguin, am I understanding that Mr. Tijerina is living with her mother, which would be a violation of the no contact order? Because that mother is a relative to the complaining witness if she's the complaining witness.
I believe the no contact order, Your Honor, was only in regards to Ms. Delgado is what it says on
That's
Odyssey.
not what the standing order says. The standing order is very specific because I drafted the standing order 2 or 3 years ago. The standing order includes relatives. I'm just letting you know that now, Ms. Arguin.
Yes, Your Honor, and that would be my fault. I didn't advise him on that because I was under the wrong impression, Your Honor.
Any other questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Delgado, are you asking the court to change the no contact order to a no harmful or injurious contact?
Yes, ma'am, just because when he wasn't here and I had my kids, they would ask for him, and he normally sometimes would work outside, so I would just tell them that he was at work. But now they're not here with me; they're over there with him.
Okay. And if the court were to grant the change of the no contact order, are you in fear of any harm for you or your kids or your brother if it were to be changed?
No, ma'am.
And pass the witness, Your Honor.
Who's the complaining witness? Is it Ms. Delgado?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Sims, any questions?
No questions from the state, Your Honor.
Next witness, Ms. Arguin.
We don't have any other witnesses, Your Honor. It was just Ms. Delgado.
Okay. And state, are you calling any witnesses?
We are not, Your Honor.
Okay. Are there any agreements on this?
None as of right now, Your Honor.
Okay. I know what you're looking for, Ms. Arguin. And it seems like a moot point because her argument is that the kids want to see him. He's got the kids. I'm concerned about not knowing enough. I don't know if I put Ms. Delgado at risk of harm again. She can't care for the boys. So she can't defend herself. And the boys are being seen by dad at mom's house, at her mom's house in violation of the no contact order. So I'm going to recess now. I'm not going to rule on this. And there's a lot of cleaning up to do here, Ms. Arguin. I'm not granting your motion today. You can come back on another day and we can resume the hearing. But I think you need to have a long talk with your client and his family about what's going on right now. They're not married. I don't hear any evidence on any child support order or visitation order. I hear evidence that he's violating the no contact order as we speak. So that's where I'm at today, Ms. Arguin.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. With that, we're going to stop the proceeding. That's going to be in recess, and we'll see when Ms. Arguin wants to bring it back. case number 2024 PF 16408. Mr. Piddle filed a writ, and that is writ number 4143. Can I get announcements from the attorneys, please?
Jordan Sims for the state of Texas.
And Kelly Piddle from Maddox Ponce, and we're ready.
And I believe, Mr. Piddle, that you have conferred with the state, and there are some agreements that need to be put on the record, but we also have matters that need to be resolved by the court. So who wants to put the agreements on the record?
I will, Your Honor.
Okay.
The state and defense have agreed to the travel permissions for defendant, and all that needs to be addressed before the court is the changing of bond conditions.
Okay. And Mr. Piddle, the court will hear from you first as the moving party. And Mr. Ponce, you'll hear your attorney maybe call witnesses or put evidence, other types of evidence on. We'll hear your side first, but the state has equal access to the court, and they'll be allowed to address the court with any concerns or other matters they want the court to consider before we rule on this motion. Kelly, the floor is yours.
Judge, we call Carrie Barnett, Karibarnett.
Carrie Barnett, can you please bring her in from the breakout room?
Mr. Ponce, are you doing something with your mouth?
He's not doing anything, man.
I think he's like Sabrina's people, Marie.
Okay, he relaxed. Okay, what's he doing, Kelly? He seems to pucker up and then relax, pucker up
Judge,
and relax.
I think he's special.
He's special needs, Judge. So
Okay,
we're just
all right.
difference.
Have you done a competency
Not
request?
yet, Judge. I'm asking that we can get this resolved first, and then we're going to explore that avenue.
Okay, all right. Ms. Barnett, I do need to swear you in. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give? Ms.
It's
Barnett, are you?
They're both judged in the same house.
Make this.
So she needs to, you need to turn the volume off on his or yours, on one of yours. No audio.
You're in the same room with either Mr. Piddle or Mr. Ponce. Which one is it, Ms. Barnett?
Mr. Ponce.
His audio is on.
You're in the same room with Mr. Ponce and there's a no contact order?
Let me turn this down.
Is that what I just heard?
Your Honor, I was told that there was a modification and that was approved, that was okay.
I don't know who approved it because I didn't approve it, and this court does not look kindly on that.
Okay.
I'm going to stop this proceeding now, Kelly. We don't do this thing backwards.
Okay.
I'm not very pleased with this. Y'all figure it out. I'm not approving this today because what this tells me today is that there's going to be a way to circumvent my order no matter what I order, because they just did it today.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He needs to settle down. We're not going to have this proceeding, Kelly. He needs to calm down. I understand his special needs.
I'm not happy.
I'm not going to address you, Mr. Ponce. You need to be quiet. Your attorney's trying to get some things done for you, and you need to allow him to try to do that. We're going to stop this proceeding. Kelly, I need you to understand this court cannot tolerate people circumventing my orders and believing that someone approved them when they didn't. Any change in that order. That's why we're having this hearing. So we're stopping today. I don't know what you need to do, Kelly, but when they come in, they're in violation right now.
Okay, Judge. We will address it. We'll refile.
You don't need to refile. I think you need
No,
to
I need to re-have it heard. But I mean, if you're not going to hear it today, I need another date. So
well, either that or they're going to file a violation on him on the bond. I'm trying to allow you the time to resolve their non-compliance with the bond conditions right now as I see it. And I don't like rewarding people because that's what it's going to be for violating these orders. There's a reason why there's a no contact order. I don't know that reason. I didn't issue it. It's at the MAGs, right? We have a standing order.
correct.
That MAG could have done a no harmful or injurious contact at that point, and they didn't. So
Well,
I'm not going to reward violations of the conditions, Mr. Piddle. And I know it's not you. It's not you at all. But they need to understand it, and that's going to take a conversation with them, especially if Mr. Ponce thinks he can come in here and act out. I understand what you said to me, Kelly, but he can't come in here and start to want to engage with me and yell like he was yelling on camera and act the way he was acting on camera, because that wouldn't be tolerated in the courtroom. You don't have to like it, Mr. Ponce. The power dynamic here is very, very offset. You can act out all you want. All it's going to give me is enough information about your behavior to rule. We are recessing today's hearing, and we will resume the hearing on another day when Mr. Pittles had enough time to speak to Ms. Barnett and Mr. Ponce.
Minutes, please. Minutes, please.
Carrie, mute
Okay.
yourself, please.
We're
Carrie.
done. We're done, Kelly. This matter
you,
is
Judge.
concluded.
Will you be
Thank you.
excused?
Yes, sir. Get him off.